Hello everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactory 1.2. Today, a little bit of stuff to go over. I've been trying to clean up. I'm not done yet. Clean up. I got this area, section of the roadway, pretty much 100%. A lot of building it completely and then tearing it down. I made my own little bit inspiration off a blueprint I got off calculator, but I tweaked it, made my own highway blueprint. That's good. You can see a little piece of it there. But yes, let us continue on with this episode. 40 days since I died. But we have our little hub here. Moved the hub from down in the valley there. Just threw some of the SAM parts out on the ground and the power shard. Just for a little bit of decoration, which I kind of enjoy. But yes, I've been moving everything up in order to give it the first level of the factory floor, which is pretty much going to be my dimensional storage material. Like, these aren't that powerful of a node. Pretty much gonna try to aim for normal nodes to make those my dimensional storage, even though it's not gonna work out 100%. But yeah, I still gotta move all the iron production up, but like, we have a huge blueprint that is like fantastic for this, and it's just I didn't move any of the iron stuff up out. That's still there. But yeah, little truck station, which is really nice. Ooh, not that one. This one. I've been playing around with the universal pathing. I did not do it, but I have messed around with this just to make sure it works right, and if I can understand it, so I don't look like that much of a whatever you want to call it when I'm in the middle of this, what we're about to do. That is my trash can. This is my concrete production, and I can just infinitely stack this dimensional storage up if I need to. On this blueprint, this is where you put the fuel, and you have 2 stations. But yeah, let's head over. We're going to take this truck with us. Take a little journey over to the steel area, which I had a little bit of a change of mind. Instead of me transporting pipes and beams and bars over to, I keep calling them beams, bars over to the warehouse over there, I'm just going to take the bricks over, because sometimes I can use the bricks to make the steel rods also, at a very higher rate than iron. So that's what I'm going to do also. What the? Where's the stump of your tree? There it is. Sorry, pink tree, you gotta go. Cute and all. That way leads off. Yes, the hypertube does work. It's a little bit, hindsight, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass, because I don't have the ability to see the junction to pick which way I want to go, and every time I use it to get out here, it always shoots me off into the wilderness, so I put a little hoop until I complete it more in order to have like just that. I might have them come up to like a little hub station that I have to just pick where I want to go at every junction. Kind of a not the set and forget I want to do, but gotta do what you gotta do. This is the blueprint I made. Oh, come on. Has a little canal. Well, clear so I can see it. I have brackets here for a belt. This is a wall in case I need to just switch it out with a conveyor belt hole, or just an access for the hypertube, which I have back at the base. But yeah, the light in the top of it, you can see it in action here. It's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. I like it. that leads down to the power plant. And there's the hypertube entrance here. But yeah, this is what I went with. We gotta put this, we'll put this here. Actually, I'm gonna put this right here. Ish. We're gonna need to take away that. Give me this. Put some coal in there. They don't auto-load. You have to actually tell it to stop there for it to pick up fuel. Before it would just like auto-feed it. I couldn't get it to work. It actually has to have the notion there to load. But yes, let's mess around with the vehicle pathing today. Alright, that's the way I want this to go. So we're gonna go that way first. It's really good when it comes to like sticking to the ground. I have to give them super props for that. And hooking in a turn is actually really nice too. I've wanted to hook this in. We'll give it just a little bit of a path, kind of like I do with the train station. And you can like, you don't have, it doesn't have to clip. You can have it like fine-tune clip into it, as long as it gets the... Yeah, let's just shoot this across, and I'll show you, see if I can show you what I mean here. So this path is going to be coming this way. But yeah, you can like slide it along until it turns blue. But this one needs to come forward a hair more, because that is a pretty sharp turn. I can just fine-tune slide it. I don't have to snap it, which is really, really nice. But that also needs to clip here. And it needs to go this way if it needs to. And this way. Like I can slide it back and forth. It's really nice. Alright, that's the whole intersection. Super done, super easy. And that's it. And that's these need to be more discreet. Like, yeah, but it would be nice if it was more defined, I guess you can say. We're gonna put the main road in first. Then I'll go over and fix the... I could swing it wide. Ooh, what was happening there? Come on now. And yeah, it has the sometimes the control thing works, sometimes it doesn't. The control thing, as in like the train tracks, you can have them snap forward. Okay, so let's delete you. And boom, that is connected. And I can have it go straight forward. And take this path. I wonder which one it's going to take. If I have this set up that it doesn't need to go all the way around. See, that's enough to get to that one. Maybe I should take it to the next loop. Take it to the next loop. Now, would it go all the way around, or would it actually just take the short loop? The thing is, though, what I can't stress about, you need to make sure you kind of have your path going the way you want it to, and then kind of move it around until you see it jump and click. Because if it doesn't click, it's not going to show up on the vehicle pathing for you to pick it. So you definitely need to make sure it snaps. Because I ran it right past here without it snapping, and it doesn't show up for you to take it as a destination. Now I actually have a reason to label your truck stops. Come on, snap. There it is. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. Back it up as much as I can without it snapping. See, this I have labeled as steel, well, steel bar. Changed it. Steel bar pickup. Ingot. Ingot, sorry. Ingot. So, let's give this a black paint job. Missing path. Oh, I never connected it. Yeah. I gotta finish this. Alright, you're gonna need to go that way. And that way. Eventually. Let's see if I can do both sides at the same time here. This needs to go. Alright, that's that. You need to go over to here. And you can scoot down that way. This needs... Oop. Nope. That needs to connect to this. Oh, it's going the wrong direction. Alright, that goes that way and that way. That goes that way and that way. That can go that way or that way. Good, I think. And I like it that it doesn't cost you nothing. No resource cost. Well, kind of makes sense. It's a hologram. That doesn't exist. That should be connected, right? That should be all connected. Well, this path needs to go to here. That goes that way and this way. Coming down the road here, you can turn, or you need to go straight. Come out of there, or you could come in here, go in there, go that way, or you can go that way. All that should be good. I think I have this one labeled as the bar drop off. Yeah, steel bar. Ingot. Main base in. Alright, let's take the hypertube. It's there for a reason, huh? Hopefully it shoots me out properly. Instantly wrong direction. Yeah, hindsight, you can't see the junction coming up. Might need a little bit of a redesign. Yeah, a little bit of a redesign might be needed. Okay. Missing path. Oh. What do you mean missing path? There it is. And all these are, so we got ingot pickup, ingot's main base, 32.2 per trip, 19.7 coal per minute. We're going to Just so this truck is not empty when it gets there. And then we can enable. Can I name this truck? Yes. Steel ingot. I guess that's who named it. And the coolest part, before, if you would take over a truck, it would stop you. Now, you could ride on it. It is so good. It's a weird jank though, because the vehicle's like squat, like crazy. And her audio goes missing. That was a weird teleport. Don't really care. Still gets the job done. Why did it teleport out there? And yeah, that's headed back. We're gonna stick with it. I want to see if it chooses the long way around or if it takes the short path. Guaranteed it's probably gonna take the short path. That's where my money's gonna go. I thought coal was like a nice burner for fuel. It chews through coal. Yeah, it's gonna take the short path. Should have guessed that. Quad steering? I do understand it's so experimental and it's really jank, but this is awesome. I love it. 110% improvement. Bravo. Bravo, coffee stain. Bravo. Now we got one more truck path I want to take care of before we actually dive into doing stuff around the base with said materials. Alright, since we've seen this part already, let's just get back there. Alright. Yeah, the suspension gets all weird. I just want to see if it goes boop and teleports out again. Yes, it does. I wonder if it's not registering this connection. If it's not registering this connection. I wonder if that will fix it. Anyway. Which one do I want? I guess we could just do this one. Cat. Cat. Ingots. Main base. In. that. I don't have the gold plated yet, so we're just gonna paint it that. Now again, we need to. Alright, one issue. I don't have any coal. I don't have any fuel over here. May need to have one of these, preferably this one, be my fuel tanker. And have it deliver. Oh, hi guys. Yeah, I gotta move you all up top. One rifle ammo, Janet? Come on now. And a slug from Deborah. Good deal. Alright, this... Can you go to that one? Need to borrow you. You shoot over here. Give me 2 mounts. Delete you. Have you hook up to that. Now feed that. Yeah, I think that'll work out. Because then I can, whenever I get fuel running and get it packaged, I could just swap it out. Swap this truck out. And it'll then deliver coal. Not coal, but gasoline to everybody down here. So now we have another problem. Like this. Yeah, it snaps to it. You are going to be cat ingots. And you're going to be cat bars. I forgot to switch it. Biomass. 62 per trip. That is a haul. Okay, we're gonna leave that go. You. Oh yeah, this is supposed to have criterion bars in. Nope. This is gonna be Fuel. Yeah, we'll just do truck fuel. In. Main base. In. Then we're gonna need another one of these. It. But now I need. Yeah, teleported again. So strange. It ports it back to the connection. It frickin' hauling. Now I need coal. Is there a coal thing near me? That one. Impure. That is way... Oh, it's down in the valley. Do I really want to piggyback off of that one again? I might have to. What? Use biomass? If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna dump some summer sloops in there so it doesn't get... Yeah, sure. We'll do biomass. If that's the case, I don't need this to pick up anything, do I? I could just run it over. Except we're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna use some summer sloops. Just to... I hate to do it on frickin' biomass. Are you actually burning fuel? This isn't even connected. What's this connected to? It's not connected to the main power grid. That's for sure. It should be. Oh, no, it's not. I de-seed it. Interesting. Interesting. Let me get back up there. No, I'm not gonna need to. If I just have it come in here. I need to get up top. I need to get up top. Because I don't want it to replace the fuel with biomass. Shit. Off. Places the fuel in the docking vehicles if that fuel type is different from the one in the station. Yeah, no. I want you to stick with the coal. Because you're getting coal over there, no problem. And you... I'm getting biomass. I don't need you. I don't need that truck anymore. You slap that in there. Turn on the tractor. To go. Is it gonna have enough freaking fuel? Yeah, what goes on with the suspension is really janky. Technically, I should have been using the actual truck pathing. But if I want to upgrade these to actual big trucks, or to use these main roads for the fluid trucks, I'm gonna need them to be universal. So we'll just stick with the universal path. What the hell is going on now? That was weird. It's like a strong magnet is pulling it to the path. That's strange. Why is it slowing down? Very strange indeed. Horn works. Yeah, it gets really janky looking suspension wise. Yeah, it teleports it back even over here. It's not just that. It's not just that. There's a that glitch. It's an actual. That's not bad. Like, do we need to have it like full loop like that, or can we just have it go up, snap to it, and be done? So it teleports back and then pulls out. All right, so it handles the terrain not as good as I thought it would. I thought it would be rocketing everywhere. Yeah, it really is like a very strong magnet is pulling the vehicle down to its rail, which is fine. I still think it's awesome. No, but these Criterium ingots are going to handle the wire and hopefully the cable, because you can get 120 per minute out of a Criterium ingot of wire, and that is insanely for an actual wire. So hopefully that will solve everything. I need to move the iron setup up, and I definitely need to get the space elevator parts, blueprint, and the space elevator back down and crafting. Because 10,000 smart plates are not going to make itself for us to get to oil. So we can actually up our power grid and our fuel, etc. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to get it all fixed and ready to go. Alright, Alright, well, it loaded that. Nothing loaded into the... It might be set on the wrong setting over there. It might be, yeah, I think it's on unload. Crap. That's fine. We'll just have to go switch it. Yeah, I gotta flip this over. It says even on the right power grid. Especially now that it's using loops. Just for now. Now that it's using loops because the fuel is actually being used elsewhere. Yeah, there we go. Capacity jumped up. They'll shut down. We'll go over here. Add a couple more things to it. Looped 32 megawatts. Looped. Yikes. But yeah, I gotta finish moving all this stuff and separating it and putting it where I want it to go. I don't want to put anything under here. I can always use under here for logistics. Hell, I can even put more freaking truck stops underneath there if I had to. Can make a little ramp that goes down and etc. Anyway, getting distracted. But that is the truck. That's the truck. New pathing system. Amazing. A little janky. But that's to be expected. I do like it. But now we got not really a huge profitable episode. But we do have steel ingots to make the bars, to make beams, to make pipes, to make rods. Pretty much anything I want with them, because there is quite a few good recipes that I want to do with them. Like this makes 48 rods a minute compared to only 15. Yes, it makes iron, but iron seems to be a little rare around these parts. And we got steel screws out the wazoo. We got the steel recipe. We got 15, 120 from 8 wire from 1 criterium. That is amazing. It's gonna solve those 2 things. Do I need it? I could do that. Again, that involves me farming. I don't want to farm. Could do that. Make coal that way. But no. We will. No valid route. Alright, let's just say we want to go from here to here. 58.75 per trip. 88.13 per trip. You need 20.57 coal. But if I use solid biomass, I only need 13. Is solid biomass the better fuel compared to coal? $64. That's 1,800 per trip. Holy shit. 9.8. Yeah, literally compact coal is literally the closest thing to solid biofuel. Huh. Maybe I should flip it to solid biomass. Yeah, but solid biomass is it's a manual. You have to do it yourself. Yes, the creatures respawn. They give you a shit ton of freaking biomass, but nah, I'm good. Crazy. Crazy. Yep, that is going to do it for this episode. A little bit of a non-progression push episode, but we did play around with the vehicle pathing a little bit, realizing it's awesome. So much better than the last version. But next episode, we're definitely going to push to... I'm going to try to find a place for the space elevator parts, and we got to get those crafting again. I have to. And I know the blueprint I have from Satisfactory Calculator, it's like a sandwich for the first or the second phase. We're going to try to find a place. I'm going to see what I need. I know I need copper. I know I need iron. If I can find a place where I can sandwich stack those and then put some loops in there, I think that'd be a pretty good time. So we can get at least 5 a minute going. That's a lot better than 1 or 2. But yep, that'll be next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you all there. Later.